Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to fingerpick through a blues in the key of C. If you've never fingerpicked before, this might be an awkward lesson to start out on, but let me zoom in here. I'm going to show you first off the chords that I'm using. So I'm going to start off with a C7 chord, and this is going to be our 1 chord for a blues in the key of C. So I'm going to use a C chord, so the 3rd fret string number 5, 2nd fret string 4, 1st fret string number 2. And for the C7, to make it into a C7, we're going to add our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of string number 3. Although if you just want to be comfortable using the C chord, if that's what you're used to, go for it. Just use a regular C, okay? But the C7, we're going to take our pinky finger and add it onto the 3rd fret of the G string. All right? The second chord is a G, and I'm just using 1 finger. Now you could use a G7, you could use a whole range of things here, but I'm just using 1 finger, 6th string, 3rd fret, my ring finger, and I'm going to leave that as our root note, and then the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings as the rest of the chord, okay? So this is still a G chord. If you want to make it a G7, add your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of string number 4. But I'm going to keep it as a regular G for this. And then the F chord can be done a variety of ways. So in the example, I'm using my thumb as the root, so using like a thumb over shape. And then my ring finger on the 3rd fret of string number 4, middle finger, 2nd fret string number 3, index finger, 1st fret string number 2. And that there by itself is an F chord, so we can also, you can just do those 3 fingers if you need to, but this bass note I think adds a lot. If you prefer to do a bar chord, that's cool too, or even a 4-finger version of F, which is F over C, this can work in place of it. You just change your root note. So we'll have so far the C7 as our 1 chord, the G as our 5 chord, and the F as our 4 chord. Or we can look at it like 1, 4, 5. Alright? So those are the chords. Now let's look at the finger picking pattern. What I'm going to do here is a Travis picking pattern, and this can be a lot of fun no matter what kind of chord you're playing. So if you want to play a different chord, not a C chord, we could do an A minor, for example, and this will work too. So on the C7 chord, I'm going to pick my thumb as the root note, as the first note there. Then I'm going to do a pinch between 4 and number 2. So I'm just using 3 fingers for this. You can use your ring finger if you need to as well, but I'm using my thumb and my index and my ring, okay? So thumb, index, and middle. Thumb on string 5, and then I'm going to pinch between 4 and 2. So thumb and middle. Then I'm going to do thumb on string 5, index on string 3, thumb on string 4, middle on string number 2. And I have the swing feel, right? If it was straight, it'd be like... But here's the swing. And I'm going to do that second pattern 3 times. So we have the first pinch. And that's our repetition, the first 2 measures of the C. Then we repeated it. Slow it down. The second chord that we're going to play is going to be the F chord. So again, 1st fret string number 6, 3rd fret string 4, 2nd fret string 3, 1st fret string number 2. And the only thing different here is we're changing the root note. The first, instead of string 5, we're playing string 6, basically. So thumb on string 6, pinch 4 and 2, and then 6, 3, 4, 2, and we're going to repeat that 6, 3, 4, 2 3 times. So you get, if you did the bar chord, if you do the F over C, they all work, right? This one's a little awkward because the whole pattern has to change. So I would, if you have to, you can do thumb on string 4, and then basically you're just using that 4th string instead of the 6 or the 5. So there's a lot of repetition on that 1 string. So it can sound a little boring if we're hammering on that string too much. So that's our F chord. Then we go back to C. And there's 2 measures, so 1 time through that picking pattern that I've showed you. So the picking pattern that I'm doing is a 2-measure pattern. And then for the G chord, We're going to do this for one measure, so it's only half of it. Okay, so we're going to go. Then we're going to go to the F chord and do the second half. So thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. Then back to C. And we're doing the same thing there. We're going to go from C7 to the G. Now, on the very last note of the C7, I lift off my fingers to move to that chord, so you're going to hear an open second string. It sounds pretty cool, but really the reason I'm doing that is so I can change chords. So the back half of that pattern on the G. From the start. So there you go, a finger picking pattern through the blues in the key of C, which is not the easiest key to play because of the F chord, but it's definitely fun to play in. The solo that I was doing on top is just C minor pentatonic for the most part, and I did some arpeggios as well, but just some fun to play with. You could use your first position C minor pentatonic shape to have some fun over that, okay? So any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this each week, and I hope to see you soon.